All right? Our first example is taken directly from the direction of play. And I'm also going to quote from it to give you a feeling of how Kajiwara himself liked to state things, because he is a very straightforward man, which is rare for Japan, especially among professionals of anything who are supposed to be humble and saving face. But we have to remember that he is 41 at this point. He's at the peak, and he is no longer anyone's pupil or disciple. He is the teacher now. He is the master now. And so he was not at all quiet about his opinions. And he would let you know if he thought you were an idiot. So let's give a taste of the way he talked. White has just played on top here, and we're going to see a kind of a side joseki. But listening to the way he talks about this, we'll start here. Black 11 expects white 12. And then the moves 13 to 19 follow. And now, here we get the real Kajiwara. No, I won't have it. This is not joseki. We are talking about the direction of play here, but about the strange mentality that regards this as a joseki. In fact, in this game, though, through playing this way, Black has already incurred a loss. I may be saying this too forcefully, but this stern kind of attitude is useful. You see, the sequence up to white 20 has not only given white outside influence, it has also killed off the aspirations of Black's star stone. If Black continues at 1, in fact he did, then white presses at 2. The best move locally for Black is at 3, but that would leave the 3 point exposed. And although white would not play it immediately, it is bad for Black to leave this loose end behind. So here we can see how Kajiwara is strict, you could say, on himself and on others. The issue here being the starstone that was looking to be going outwards isn't doing that anymore. This stone is in the way, this is all thickness, and now he doesn't even have any territory. He's just got this tiny, maybe 10 points. And so this is a prime example of how the direction of play can directly affect what strategy you are playing. Let's look at another even more famous example. Our next game here will look familiar, I'm sure, to some Go aficionados. This is the legendary game between Honinbo Shusaku and Gennen Seki. And it's the ear-reddening move that we're going to be looking at. So, white is Gennen, black is Shusaku, and white jumps here. And now, do you remember where Shusaku's legendary move is, the ear-reddening move? The move is here. And why this is a legendary move has everything to do with direction of play and the flow of the game. Because the commentary at the time, there were people in the other room, the adjacent room, watching Gennen and Shusaku play, and the legend is, the story is that a doctor who was not a professional of Go, he was just an amateur, was watching them play and thought that Shusaku had started to win. When everybody, if you remember the history of this corner down here where Shusaku had quite the debacle and made a mistake, was thinking that Gennen was winning. But the doctor said, no, I don't think so. And they asked him why, and he said, well, when the young master, Shusaku, played this move, he said Genen's ears turned red. It was at this point, the game isn't over. The game is nowhere near over. And it's going to be a close one in either way. But the story is that this move right here wrested control over the flow of the game from Genen and Seki. This was how Shusaku took control over the flow of the game. And it has directly to do with the direction of play. Before this move, Shusaku is somewhat in a debacle here. He has a weak group here. White has divided him and is looking to attack this group. And by attacking this group, he's going to push out this way. He's going to reduce this area, is White's plan. And in the same time, while he's attacking, maybe White can make some area here for some territory, right? He can just swallow up this one black stone. So black is in somewhat of a crossroads here. How do you get this group out without making it heavy and giving White this stone and letting him reduce your territory? You need some way to take control over the flow of the game. Because that's what this move means. When White plays here, he says, I'm attacking. I have control over the flow. And this light move here is a 2-space jump. It helps, it does 4 things, which is another reason it's famous. It helps this one stone. It offers some support to these stones down here. And it also expands Black's area up top, and it looks to reduce White's area down low by following up with maybe something like this. And now you can see Black is expanding at a very rapid rate. But you can see how this move, with the image of flow and direction of play, comes into the conversation. How does the direction of play and the flow of the stones lead to a won game or a lost game?
By the way, you can also watch these lessons on our platform, gomagic.org. Except there, you'll watch them with interactive quizzes right within the lessons and practical exercises right after them. And if you enjoy watching these Go videos and you don't want to miss others like this one, go smash that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and this is Go Magic.